We are in the island of Bohol, Philippines. We arrived a few nights ago and have just been resting and relaxing and getting a bit of, well, let's say, lay of the land. Today we are on an adventure. Over the next 2 days actually we're on an adventure. So we're going to a few places that are, you know, the normal touristy stuff. So we've got a few of them to tick off our list today and then a few more tomorrow. So we have rented a car, and which is a bit of an easier way when you're on an island to get around. A lot of the times you can find, like, you know, little tuk-tuks and easy ways to get around. They're actually everywhere, like 1,000 places, but we are 4 people and these tuk-tuks are quite small. So we rented a car that we're going to use to get around the island over the next 2 days. We rented it for £25, so very affordable, and more so than the cost, it's the convenience of actually travelling around and getting to where you need to go. So the hills are about, or one of the first places that we're heading to today is about an hour and a half away. So we are going to get in this little yellow car that we've rented and then head there and drive there now. But before we set off, we're going to grab some cheap lunch from my favourite store in the whole world, 7-Eleven. So let's grab some food for the kids. Normally we try and opt for like sandwiches like this, but we bought one and they don't grill it, they like microwave it, and it tasted awful. So we're not doing that anymore. So we're going to try and find something that's edible for the kids. Which, the most superior 7-Eleven is Thailand. I mean, we're thinking of heading to Tokyo, and I will let you guys know if that one is just as good. But let's see what we can find here. Took us a while, but we're here at our first stop. I think we were in the car for over 2.5 hours, but it's because we got lost and Google took us to some random place. The car got stuck. It was a whole thing, but we're finally here. We are at the Chocolate Hills. We're waiting for a shuttle bus that kind of looks like that to come and pick us up and take us to the foot of, I'm not sure how much you can see, but right up there at the top is the viewing platform, so that's where we're heading. But I think after it drops us off, there's probably about another 200 steps that we need to do to get to the top, which should be fun. But this is stop number 1. It took ages to get here. I'm honestly exhausted already. I don't know how much we're gonna have to push into tomorrow, but we'll see. But let's get on our shuttle and then head to the top and see the view from the top, because it's meant to be something magical. Finally made it to the top of Chocolate Hills. We have just been dropped off by the shuttle behind me now, and we are attempting to go up the 200 odd steps here to make it to the top. Here's a very quick view of what it should look like when we get there. But right now I can see a view through the cracks, and it does not look like, well, they're brown during dry season and green the rest of the time. So let's go climb those stairs. Actually, I don't know if you can see a few of them, but I'm hoping after the climb to the top that the view is much more substantial. So I'm not going to huff and puff on camera. I'll see you on the other side. Elena, where are you?
At Chocolate Hill. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Mom.
And just like that, we have made it to the top. So we're finally here at the top, looking at Chocolate Hills. So it's quite a large platform and there's quite a few people here, but let's try and get a better view. Let's not interrupt anyone's photo. No problem. Here is, like, you can see so many of them. I'm not sure how well this is captured on video, but yeah, I see why this is so wild. Because it's like, I thought there'd be a few of them, but they go as far as the eye can see. Now, although they're not chocolate right now, you can see the tips either were or will be. They did actually offer ATV rides as well. I think it's a bit gimmicky, but it's something to do here if you wanted to. The ATV track is just below the actual platform to get on the hill. So just as a reminder, we parked up, we paid for the tickets, and then we got a shuttle pretty much to a higher place, and then climbed about 200 steps to get right to the top onto this viewing platform. There's a few different levels, but that's what you got to do. And the sat nav took us to God knows where. So if you are coming here, I will put in the video what you should put if you're driving, especially and you're not coming here as part of a tour, because like I said before, we rented a car and just brought ourselves here. But if you are opting to bring yourself here, which there was 4 of us, we didn't want to be part of a tour, and just renting a car made sense. If you do, then like I said, I'll put where you should put in your sat nav on the video, because it took us ages to get here, and it didn't need to, because I think it was trying to plop us somewhere in the middle of all of this, like into just some random village, but we wanted the viewing platform, and that's called something specific on Google. Can't remember the name, but yeah, it will be in the video. We have just wrapped up at the Chocolate Hills and now making our way down quite steep steps. I don't remember it being this steep. And then it started to rain, which of course it has. And the sky is very overcast right now, so I'm expecting slightly more rain. But we're gonna head down and try and get on this bloody like communal shuttle bus that we've got to get all the way down to where the car is, so let's head. So it is day 2 of our wonderful adventure. Yesterday we did the Chocolate Hills, but we were knackered after the end of it because it took so long to get there and so long to get back. So we just decided to leave it, head back, have dinner, and then just get some rest. But today we are lively and ready for some more adventure, let's say. So we're starting off with doing the Loboc River cruise. So we've just arrived now. The time now is 12:20. We're gonna go do the river cruise and then we're gonna see where the rest of the day takes us. We do have some plans and some stops, but we're kind of going with the flow a bit depending on time. So let's go and get on board. So we've just paid for the tickets. It's 1,000 for anyone over 4 foot tall, and then half price between 3 and 4 foot, and anything under 3 foot was free. So we're just waiting because we're finalising the tickets, but to give you a bit of a view on what the actual river looks like. So I'm guessing this is a higher view of what the actual boat looks like. There's one over there that's already set sail. They're essentially restaurants on boats. So really, really pretty. I really hope we get a good view and good seats, but we're just waiting a minute. I'm not sure what exact boat that we're going to be on. We have to make our way to gate 4, which is just over there. So like I said, we're just waiting a minute to finalise the tickets and then we will be on board and I'll show you guys the inside of these boats. but there's a band playing on the boat, as well as some really stunning views. So we're just gonna sit and enjoy for the next hour. I think it's an hour long. Take some pictures, eat some food. So luckily they did have quite a lot of vegetarian and fish options, so we did have things to eat. There was beef and chicken and other stuff, but it's not halal, so it was enough for us to eat. We're very full, and there's drinks and there's other drinks that you can buy on board. But we're just gonna cruise. I think we've made a stop actually, so pretty lucky timing, because this is one thing that I did see in the videos, is that there is a performance that is a bit of a pit stop. So you guys can join along with us. We have made it to our next stop, which is the man-made forest here in Bohol. So with this forest, it was basically, there was deforestation happening on the island, and a whole bunch of locals took it upon themselves to plant some trees. So they planted a specific type of tree that grows really, really fast here in making this man-made forest right here on the roadside. So it's really, really pretty. So you can see there's just a whole bunch of trees, and I think it's just more the aesthetic of this road. So it's a stop off on our way to our next destination, but we couldn't miss it because we're driving through this road anyway. And it's really pretty. You can see a whole bunch of tourists have also stopped here for different photo opportunities. So we thought we'd spend 5 minutes here just admiring and paying respect, I guess, to the replantation or the reforestation of the island and of the area. We are now off to our third stop of the day, which is to go see some tiny creatures. So let's go see them together. We have made it to our third place of the day. So it's the Tarsier Conservation Sanctuary. I'm going to call it a sanctuary, but I'm not sure. And they are these cute, tiny little monkey-looking type things, but they're not monkeys from what I've read. But they're really small. They were extinct, but due to some efforts in the area, and I'm guessing in the Philippines, they aren't anymore. So let's go pay, and then let's go pay and head in. So we have come in to, I guess, the observation area, and we do need to be quiet because they are nocturnal animals, so they are asleep right now. So we just get to walk around and basically just see them. So I will catch you guys when I see some. So we've already spotted one, and they are even smaller than I thought they were going to be. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but they're so tiny. It's there. It's there on the camera. It's literally smaller than like a palm of my hand. They are tiny. is so hot. It has been all day really, and we're just wrapping up here. So we're heading out. The whole thing was maybe 15 minutes, but it was worth it to see those tiny things. And also tickets were 170 per person, and under fives is free, so an affordable activity. As with any attraction, we have just come through the gift shop. We've bought some drinks and we are refueling, ready for our potential last stop of the day, which I'm really excited about. It's the one that everyone's been looking forward to the most. I think it's maybe a 20-minute drive from here, so we're going to load back up in the car and head over there. We have made it to our final spot of the day. It's one of the waterfalls on the island, and the reason that we picked this one is it's meant to be one of the most secluded, in that not a lot of people come here, so I'm hoping that's true. I did see some parked scooters and a parked car, but not sure how many people we're going to see here. It is just 4:15 or 4:20, and we'll see how many people we can see there. Let's head down the stairs. You guys, look at our final destination. So where I said there are less people here, I mean, I feel like there is. It could be a lot busier, and we've come just before the end of the day. I think they close at 5:30, so there's probably about an hour left. But it's really peaceful, really beautiful. I'm going to get into the water and just enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.